Hi everyone, welcome back. So we are reacting to a Smokey Robinson song called Quiet Storm. And this was requested by Scott. So thank you so much, Scott, for sending this through. If anybody else does have a request, there is a link in the description to send any over. But let's go for it.
Soft and warm, a quiet storm, quiet as when flowers talk at break of dawn, break of dawn. A power source of tender force, generating, radiating, turn me on, turn me on. You short circuit all my nerves, promising electric things. You touch me and suddenly there's rainbow rings. Quiet storm blowing through my life. Quiet storm blowing through my life. Blow, baby. When you sigh, weak am I, a butterfly caught up in a hurricane, hurricane. Lucky me, umbrella free. Suddenly I'm caught up in your summer rain. Shower me with your sweet love. I will bathe in every drop. Through all the seasons, let it pour and never stop. Quiet storm, blowing through my life, You're just like a quiet storm, warm and tender, through my life. Quiet storm, you're blowing through my life, through my life. Quiet storm, blow, baby.
Wow, what a song that was. I didn't even write hardly any notes. I was like swept up by the storm. I loved how it started with the wind sound. And then it ended with it's like this cyclical moment of like the storm and like the cyclical sort of, I love it. I love that when songs do that, when they finish it exactly how it started, and it's kind of like, oh, it just creates this real, it's like, because it's called Quiet Storm and he's using these elements of nature, it's like this cyclical idea of nature and all of these themes. Just through that, it gives that theme to it, and I love that. I love the percussion that was in there. I think the percussion added to the whole sort of natural vibe to it, like what I was saying just then about nature and it being, I feel like percussion always does that for me personally. It always gives this feeling of like groundedness and like connected to nature and just this sense of grounding. And I feel like the percussion was gorgeous, the harmonies, his voice like alongside the harmonies, and the harmonies were just really subtle, really like quiet and really soft. Like the whole song was just very powerful, but it was very soft and delicate is how I can describe it. Like, and his voice, man, and it's just it's a very cyclical song for me. Like there's just this nature to it that's like really like a flowing river, like continuous and just kind of like really nice. And but his voice is gorgeous.
Let them play on my desire.
And it's very like, I'm guessing, is the genre Quiet Storm? Is that the genre? But like I feel his voice, I've never really listened to a Smokey Robinson. I mean, I feel like there's probably some songs that I know of, but yeah, never like properly really. But he has like this jazzy element to his voice, like da, 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 when he does stuff like that, and it's very jazzy, and I just love that about it. Oh, I do love me a bit of jazz, and I feel like his voice being so high and then going into those low bits, it's like, wow. I mean, it says R&B soul is the genre. Would you guys agree? Or is this actually a Quiet Storm song? Or is this like a jazz? You know, tell me, let me know what you guys think in the comments. But the lyrics, soft and warm, a quiet storm. Quiet as when flowers talk at break of dawn. Wow, that's so weird. I can't believe I just talked about nature and I didn't actually know that he talked about flowers. But I always say this, like, I feel like when a song is so great, it always, not always, but most of the time, I guess, when it's a good song and the lyrics are sort of, yeah, it's like a heavy song in terms of production, vocals. There's a lot going on to be attentive about. But I love it when a instrumental gives the feeling of what the lyrics are about. So before you even receive the lyrics, you kind of receive it subconsciously because the message of the instrumental is already it's like being translated. Like, does that make sense? Like the instrumental is already giving the message that you may not have received through the lyrics, and that's what I get from this song, and I get that from a lot of other songs that I've talked about this, but this one especially. And honestly, I love these lyrics. Quiet as when flowers talk at break of dawn, a power source of tender force, generating, radiating, turning me on. Also, it's like more about love. Your short circuit all my nerves, promising electric pains. You touch me and suddenly there's rainbow rings. Quiet storm blowing through my life. Oh, blow, baby. Oh, damn. Oh, when you sigh, we can ride. A butterfly caught up in a hurricane. Wow. That is that gentle, delicate vibe. That's so interesting. And butterfly is like the most delicate animal, in my opinion. It's like so delicate, like, you know. And he's like saying something so delicate like a butterfly's caught up in a hurricane. Imagine that. Like that quiet storm. Wow. The whole play on words and the play on ideas in this song is amazing. Lucky me. I'm glad I'm free. Suddenly I'm caught up in your summer rain. It's like, if it's not a hurricane, then it's your summer rain. Oh, shower me with your sweet love. I will bathe in every drop through all the seasons. Oh, see, let it pour and never stop. Quiet storm. And then it's just that repeated. But is hell soft storms of loving me? Let them play on my desires. Kiss me softly. Let your lightning light my fire. Shower me. And it's kind of repeating the same lyrics after that. Oh, but that's so interesting because I didn't really know what the song was about, I guess, not having listened to it. But because it's so gentle and so sweet and so, like, it sounds really innocent, but a lot of the words that it's actually saying are quite, like, raunchy. But it's done in a way that's quite, again, in the 70s, in this era, like, they always do it very tastefully. They always do it very, in a way that's not in your face, but it's using nature and this poetic nature to communicate how you feel, you know. And I love that metaphor. It's like a butterfly in a hurricane. And then what was the summer rain one? I'm glad I'm free. But that metaphor, that image that creates, a butterfly caught in a hurricane, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. And it's like, even this bit, quiet as when flowers talk at break of dawn. It's like that at break of dawn when everyone's kind of sleeping, you know, but nature is busy working and opening the flowers. You know, flowers are quite a powerful plant, you know, creation of nature. So it's like there's so much that goes on with flowers and plants and stuff, and we don't really see, but there's a lot goes on under the surface or in the nighttime. And it's like, that's, you know, when plants go through their photosynthesis, but in the daytime we're just seeing them. Oh, look at them, they're nice, like pretty, but they close up in the nighttime. They do this photosynthesis. So it's like, again, or the break of dawn, you could say, when people tend to be sleeping, or when the world tends to be quiet. It's like when the world's quiet, there, like him and his partner are, you know, experiencing this power of nature and the powerful force, and likening nature to that act of making love. And I just love when they do it like that. I think it's beautiful. So yeah, let's have a little look at the context of this, if it's going to offer us some information. But it's 75 it was released, and it says that it's an R&B soul track. But yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments. But it does say here, A Quiet Storm, and its title track revolutionized R&B by shifting the genre away from upbeat, fast-paced Motown hits toward a smooth, spacious, and highly romantic sound. So yeah, like a quiet storm, you know, he shifted that genre, which is really interesting. Like, I love that. The record not only vitalizes his solo career, but it also inspired an entirely new radio format. Wow. So after stepping down as vice president of Motown, Smokey Robinson wanted to reinvent his image. He described his goal as moving away from traditional crashing snare pop tracks and leaning into his vocal style to create something quiet but striking enough, to take the industry by storm. I love it when they do that. They were so like poetic, even when they were just speaking normally. I love that. Musical innovation, co-written with his sister, Rose Ella Jones. Obviously, you got to have a little bit of a feminine input there. I'm joking. The title track features a synthesized storm effect, lush bass lines, and Robinson's signature close-mic'd, breathy falsetto. Yeah, because I always thought he had like a really like loud, like powerful voice, and this song was very like sweet and soft, and I like that about it. So it's interesting to know that like close-mic'd, breathy. The overall record focused on slow-burning jazz-influenced soul rather than dance tracks, which I'm guessing he's done a lot of. So the album's specific silken mood inspired a late-night radio format of the same name, famously pioneered in '76 by Melvin Lindsay at Washington, D.C. FM. This format, catering to mature urban black audiences, launched the careers of icons like Luther Vandross and Anita Baker. That's so interesting. I love Anita Baker. I grew up listening to a lot of Anita Baker. So if you guys feel free to request some Anita Baker. You know. I do love her though. But that makes sense because it's like this song is very, it does that and that. Obviously, Luther Vandross is more R&B, but Anita Baker is very jazzy. But I can see that and I love it. Honestly, yeah, I put the bass, the flute at the end as well. Like, I feel like whenever you add percussion, and it's so interesting when I said like the percussion adds this connection to nature and it keeps us grounded. And then all he's talking about is nature. Like, is nature likening it to this idea of making love and like this overpowering passion and feeling. But it's just so delicate and it's so innocent and it's just really beautifully done. Obviously, the elements in there where it's like not so innocent. But yeah, I loved the flute. The flute always for me adds this idea of nature. Like, flute is always like water or nature or water, and then percussion is like this grounded sort of the heart of the earth type of vibe. And then the kind of flute is like the butterflies fluttering or the water trailing down the river. It's give those vibes, and I really love that about this song. Like, what a song. What a pivotal song as well. So thank you so much, Scott, for requesting this, because I feel like this is a great song to not just listen to and to enjoy, but also just to be aware of, because it's one of those revolutionary songs that shifted and brought about artists that I love, like Luther Vandross and Anita Baker. So that's really interesting to know, like, that and the impact that it had on the industry. So thank you so much, Scott. If anybody else does have a request, there is a link in the description for you to send any over. I also have a Patreon as well, full of exclusive content, blocked reactions that I cannot put on YouTube, so they only will be there if you guys are interested in seeing any. And also snippets and videos on my experience as an artist, my journey, creating music and things like that. And there's definitely more of that to come as well. So feel free to check that out if you feel called to do so. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Comment your thoughts down below. Teach me some things that I don't know, or just tell me what you liked about the song. I love to connect with you guys in the comments. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.